Peace. Welcome back to the Space Beyond Infinity, where there are no limitations on the spirit guide of this room. Mystic, and I'm back with another vlog. How are y'all doing today? I threw up already, and I actually got some stomach acid all up out of me this time. Gross, I know. I got up out of bed, and as soon as I got up, I felt it. But I was like, I can't gag right now because I was in the room with the kids, and they still sleeping. I have a little bit of sea moss gel left in my refrigerator, and I had to give it to my plants, even though I'm pretty sure, the sea moss gel wasn't bad, but I'm hoping that it's still benefiting the plants. There are ants crawling around. They are smaller, so I feel like maybe it's a new generation. The ants are definitely here. Definitely in the home. Kind of sucks, but hey, it is what it is. All on my freaking kitchen counter, I spent a lot of yesterday, like spraying WD-40 because that helps get them off the trail that they're on. I ain't gonna say I spent a lot of time, because I didn't. But I was like spraying different spots over here by my counter to try to deter them. But yesterday I kept still finding some lingering around. There's still one or two up here. I'm trying to figure out where they are coming from in the kitchen so that I can get them off of my counter. I don't usually have a problem with ants, but to see y'all just on my counter like that, y'all not about to crew up on my counter. It's not about to work for me. I don't be minding ants because they're just ants and they really not about to do no crazy damage unless they like start crawling into stuff that you are actually eating. So that's why I'm like, yeah, y'all gonna have to get on up off the kitchen counter. But for the most part, I just let them be. If I see, a few ants here and there, I don't be having an issue because they're just ants and it's nature. And for me, honestly, I look at the whole of Mexico as a jungle. Like, I know a jungle is a jungle, but I literally just look at the whole of Mexico as a jungle because, is it not? Anyway. I'm watering my plants because they deserve it. Because y'all deserve it. Y'all deserve a drink. I know you're thirsty. You deserve a drink. I'll be out here letting y'all be dehydrated. But it's been raining on and off here and there, so I've been just trying to let the rain handle it, but also the plants in the house haven't been getting enough water, so gotta make sure I still water the plants in the house, even if I do not water the plants outside. Yeah, so threw up as soon as I got out of bed. I felt it coming, but I had to hold it because the kids were still asleep and I didn't want to make too much noise as I was moving out of the room. And also, I don't like throwing up in my toilet I always feel so grossed out by the idea of like seeing people throwing up and their whole faces in the toilet. That is so disgusting. That is so disgusting to me. And I'm judging. I was gonna say I'm not judging nobody, but I am. I'm judging. That's disgusting. I mean, I get it, like, if you're sick, but, like, you just putting your whole face in the toilet, that is disgusting. Especially when you're watching, like, a TV show or a movie and, like, somebody that's drunk out in public and you're in a public restroom putting your face in the toilet. Oh, my God. You need to go to the hospital. You need a hospital after that. Anyway, I don't like throwing up in the toilet. No, that's not it for me. I don't really like sitting on the toilet, even my own toilet, even when I know it's clean. Like, I will sit down, but I don't like to sit down often because I'm grossed out. But anyway, I throw up in my kitchen sink, and people might feel more grossed out by that, but hey, it is what it is because I don't put anything in my kitchen sink. Except for sometimes when I'm trying to soak dishes, and I'll put them in there. But all you gotta do is clean up the kitchen sink, and the kitchen sink will be clean. And I just feel like that's better than putting my face in the toilet. And if you don't think that's better, then you're crazy. I don't ever have chunky throw up. Like if I had chunky throw up, I feel like maybe that would be a little different. But also, I just feel like a kitchen sink can handle a little bit of chunk. So, like, if I had a chunkier throw up, then I probably would throw up in a bag or something. I wouldn't dare throw up in my toilet. One day I tried. I went to the bathroom. I felt like I was nauseous. I stood over the toilet. I opened it and I just stood up high. And I was like, I'm gonna throw up. And nope. I was like, I can't do it. After a few seconds of standing there, I was like, I can't do this. Like, I can't do this. Left up out of that bathroom. I'm not doing this. Came right downstairs to my kitchen. Like, yeah, no, that ain't gonna work for me. I'm not a toilet thrower. That ain't me. You know, they ain't never gonna be me. I did it with Zakari. Somehow I just felt like it was a different, I mean, it was a different time. That was 2019. That was before COVID. I'm just talking now. COVID. Anyway, it was a joke. Please don't try to mess with my video because I mentioned it. Anyway, yeah, but I threw it. Y'all, last night I bought a freaking. Yesterday I went grocery shopping and I spent like $15, $20. Probably like $17 on. Hi, tree. The tree's trying to thank me for watering, and I'm jumping scared. Anyway, I went grocery shopping, and I spent like $17 on corn dogs and Chex Mix, and I was mad about that because I didn't want to. But I wanted to get my kids stuff that they were asking for, and that's what they was asking for. But they've never had corn dogs or Chex Mix. So I'm like being nice, like, let me just get y'all something that y'all been asking for. So I'll get it for y'all. Y'all been asking for it, I'll get it, right? So I got it. And yeah, they did not like the corn dogs. And I'm like, well, by the time we've all concluded that nobody wanted the corn dogs, It was already like 10:30 at night. So I'm like, I'm not cooking anything and I'm not making sandwiches because, first of all, y'all sure to stumped out my bread. So there's no real bread to make sandwiches with. Anyway, the girl stumped out my bread. Y'all stumped it out. Okay. And that was my fault because I put her in the cart with my bags. And I didn't put that bag out of the way. And she stumped out my bread. You know, disappointed in myself for allowing it to happen. But it did. And somehow the Chex Mix smelled the same as the damn corn dogs do. And I did not like that. But anyway. No, I got like corn dogs that's supposed to be like honey. And I think that's why I messed up. I think if I would have got a different kind of corn dogs, they might have had a better chance. But also, the hot dogs here are different. So I could have, assumed that the corn dogs in question were going to have some mediocre hot dogs inside of them, which they did. And the kids didn't want, they didn't even want the hot dog. So, yeah, that was my fail. I'll take it. I will take that. I will take that. I failed on that. But yeah. I also bought some Alfredo sauce. I wanted to try Alfredo sauce, even though like I haven't really been craving it this week. I was craving it before, and then I bought some before. And what did I buy? I bought that one brand. Start with a B. But it really wasn't it for me, and I was like, maybe I could try something different, like Prego or Ragu. And I asked the kids while I was in the store, and they was like, do Ragu, so I got Ragu. So we'll try that, but maybe not today, because today I think I want nachos. Y'all hear me? Today I think I want nachos, so I'm trying to make nachos, even though I'm not sure if having ground beef is the best idea or having nachos is even the best idea. Having heavier foods, I noticed it has not been a fun thing for me lately. Heavier foods tend to sit on my stomach for a long time. Like, I would eat something at like 4 o'clock. Like, I would eat dinner at 4 o'clock, which is what I've been doing, is like eating dinner earlier in the day. I've been doing that for a while now, since before I got pregnant. And my poor tree is coming up out this plant pot, and it needs to be repotted, but the only thing I could think of is to repot it in the forest. So I'm hoping that it will last until Bowie comes back, because we didn't get to transfer it before he left. And it's blooming flowers, y'all. Look, it's trying to bloom flowers. I like this tree. I grew this tree. It was little, and then I came along and I grew it, and now it's bigger, and now it's ready to be transferred. Now it's ready to go to a bigger home, and I should be proud. I should be proud. Because that means that I've been doing an excellent job with maintaining the garden here. How is this heavy thing even scooted over? I don't understand it. There's like a well, water well in front of my house, and there's this big cement block over it, and it's heavy, but it's like out of alignment. It's not completely covering the hole, and I don't see how it got moved, because if I'm not strong enough to scoot it, the kids sure ain't. So maybe the plumber did it the last time he was here and didn't fix it. Anyway. I don't like wasting money because instead of buying those corn dogs, I could have bought something else. You know, I really I was planning on going to Sam's Club, but then I ended up going to Walmart, and then I'm like, okay, at Walmart, I'll just spend half of what I thought I would go spend at Sam's Club. Well, the idea was to go to Sam's Club, and I had a certain amount of money, right, on one of my cards. And the idea was to go to Sam's Club and spend half of that there. And then go to Walmart and spend the other half there. So the plans kind of changed up. And I ended up going to Walmart first because I had to pay my electricity bill. But I had to have Boomy send me the money for the electricity bill. And the amount of money he sent me, because our electricity bill was $300 this last billing cycle. $300 and that's more than what I could pick up at the Oxxo over here. So I had to go to Walmart, and then so yesterday I had to change the plans from going to Sam's Club to going to Walmart, and I ended up spending all of the money at Walmart instead of half the money because I had other stuff I had to get, that I really didn't account for at first. Like underwear for the girls and body wash and new bowls for the kids because their bowls was broken, and corn dogs and Chex Mix. Yeah, so I spent more money than I thought I would. Spent all the money. So that happened. Anyway, is there any plants that I skipped over? I think I did. I think I skipped over this lavender. I think I might have skipped over the lavender. No, I don't think so. Okay, well, I'm gonna just give my trees some extra water because they're trees. And I'll give this pot a little bit of water because sometimes you still gotta water the soil even if it's nothing in the pot. I think I'm gonna put a tomato plant in that pot soon. I was gonna boost a little organic tomato for Walmart, but I didn't have the balls to do it because I'm not a booster. Those days are way over. I won't be boosting. Let me burn this hair. What do you do with the hair that comes out of your hairbrush and your combing stick? Me, I burn it because that's how I was raised. I was raised to burn the hair. My family had me doing rituals before I even knew. Guess what I was doing? Rituals. Burning hair. And this is not the safest thing for me to do, but I do it. Just sit it on the eye and turn the eye on. Because I don't have like a fire pit or I have my singing bowl, but I don't want to use my singing bowl because it's full of my stuff. Oh. Oh. It smells a bit intense. This is some good wire and I'm about to use it for this. whatever she used in his hair when she braided it, it's a lot. What I like about my man is he'll come to me with his hair done, and then before he leave, he be like, "If I take my hair down and wash it, is you gonna do it?" And then he take his hair down, he wash it, and then he had me twist his hair up. And I put his hair in twist. And he would sit with his hair done with the style that I did for a couple months. Before he go get it braided again. And he be sitting with my hairstyle in his head. And I like doing my man hair. He don't actually do his braids no more though. And I feel like I could braid, but I can't braid to the quality of how a girl do. So, but hey. Last time he asked me to do some braids, he asked me to do some irises. I don't know how to do no irises. I ain't never did no irises. But I tried, and I was like, yeah, no, this not gonna work. And then he was like, okay. But I also said that he had so much hair that I don't even know if I could keep doing his hair. So I think that's another reason why he just be like, can you just put some twist in my hair? They got my whole house smelling, y'all. That was a lot of hair. There's more hair than what I usually wear. Boomy has a lot of hair. Oof. Honey, let the air out. Boomy don't like the smell. So I have to wait until he leaves before I comb his hair. Speaking of, my man done left, y'all. And I've been trying to keep it together, but the other night I was crying. I was just sitting there on the phone with him and I was looking at him and he was doing his workout. And I was like, look at my man. He's such a man. He look good. And then I just started, I was like, that's my man. Then I just started crying. And I was like, my man not here. And then yesterday I made us a little cute little video. And it's on my YouTube, so y'all can check it out. I made us a cute little video yesterday. And when I started watching it, I started crying again because I'm like, oh my man, I'm sick of this shit. But I try to embrace it because I like to think that everything is for a reason, and I feel like if I was really ready for our home to be complete, then it would be like if I was really ready for him to be here all the time, then he would be. I just feel like I'm that gifted. Like I feel like I'm that special. Like I really do get what I want. But the thing is, it don't always be exactly when I feel like I want it or when I think that I want it. But I but the thing is, also at the same time, I only want what's for me when it's for me. Like I only want stuff in divine timing. I don't want nothing outside of divine timing. So I be feeling like if it's something that I want and I don't have it, then it's not divine timing. And I had to accept it. And I gotta refocus onto okay, what's the focus then? If that's not the focus, then what is? You feel me? Refocus. He not here right now because he ain't meant to be here right now. That's not the focus. What's the focus? The focus is to continue to build us up so that we could be in that position. And we've been building and we've been doing excellent. We have. We've been doing so good at building up to get to where we're trying to be. And I'm so proud of him because he literally like I'm making shit happen for myself and my family. And he's doing his duck dizzle. Okay? He is, and I'm grateful for that man. But the greater he becomes, the more it's like I have such a fantastic man, and he's not home with me all the time. And I don't mean like he gotta be in the house with me all the time, but I just mean like we should be able to live together. But we will be, like I said, in divine timing, in divine order. We got other things, other priorities right now. That's not the priority. He promised me 1,000 years plus. So if you think about it, 1,000 years is a long time. Two years apart ain't nothing. And I'm not saying we gonna be spending 2 years apart, but I'm just saying, you know, the time that we spend apart is nothing compared to the time that we're gonna be allowed to be together in this life. That's the way I choose to look at it. Because is there any other way? I mean, the other way to think about it feels kind of crappy. Who wants to? Who wants to think about the crappy shit? Who wants to look at their life in a crappy way? I choose optimism. But it's not just optimism for me. Like I said previously, I'm in my knowing. Like, I already know what's up. I already know what's up. I already know what was promised. So I stick to my knowing. I stick to my knowledge, what I know. And I know that right now, I'm, and always, I'm divinely in line and right on time. And what I'm meant to have, I'm going to receive right on time, right when it's time for me to have it. But I also recognize that I am where I am, and it's okay to have feelings. It's okay to feel whatever I feel during my process. It is okay. So I allow myself to feel whatever I feel during my process because I know it's okay. My moringa trees are doing beautifully. They would like to come out of their pots too. They're gonna grow big and strong. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be planting plants in the forest, but I'm going to because what's wrong with planting trees? Who's gonna tell me I'm wrong to plant a tree? All these trees need to be repotted before I leave. Not repotted, replanted. They need to be transplanted before I leave. Except for the spiky plants. The spiky plants just gonna have to do what they do. Because that's very complicated to try to get them apart. I don't think I'm up for that. And I mean, if I did it, I wouldn't be concerned about them dying because I'm a wizard anyway. I don't think I'm up to the challenge of separating the roots and then nursing them and all of that. They've been together for years. Couldn't imagine trying to take them apart. Oh, my kids are awake. Could you believe I went and got groceries and then I get any breakfast stuff? Like, I got some cherries, but that's not like enough for the kids to like be satisfied. I got eggs in there. Instead, I had to eat my eggs without cheese. I mean, not cheese, without syrup. I like syrup. That was kind of disappointing. And then I got to the store and then I decided not to buy syrup. See, if I would have bought that cereal, I could have bought me some syrup. It still had buddies left over. I said, I'm gonna figure this out because y'all gonna eat this cereal. I said, maybe if I cover it in chocolate, y'all eat it. So I think I'm gonna get some chocolate, melt it down, toss the cereal in the chocolate, you know, give it to them. Anyway, I'm gonna have to wait until maybe tomorrow to go to Sam's Club because I don't have the amount of money that I wanted to spend. So since I have I have what I need as far as food is concerned for today. So I'ma still have Boomy send me money, and then I got this thing that I have to pay back. So I'm gonna pay that back, and then I'm pretty sure I gotta get a couple more things. I do because I don't have chips for my nachos, and I'm pretty sure I need another stick of butter, and I need bananas, and so I'll probably use that money to do that, and then whatever's left over is gonna stay on my card, and then tomorrow I'll have them send me some more money, and then we'll go to Sam's Club with what we got. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I might throw up again. Feels feels like feels like I'm a fart. It's crazy because I will get nauseous, and I don't know if I'm a burp or if I'm a fart, and or if I'm hungry. It's complicated. Anyway, I'm gonna do a pregnancy update on my symptoms video and just do that because I just turned 14 weeks yesterday. I mean 15 weeks. I don't know why I keep getting my weeks mixed up, but yeah, I'm 15 weeks pregnant. And was that yesterday? That was not yesterday. It was the day before yesterday. Yesterday was Tuesday. My weeks change over every Monday. Yeah, so I don't even know when my man's supposed to be coming back, y'all. I don't even know when he's supposed to be coming back. We don't have that planned out. Everybody's birthday has passed except for Theora's. And Theora lives there, so I don't even know when he's supposed to come back. Maybe Christmas? I'm just kidding. He gonna come back before Christmas, y'all. I'm not about to be going through this entire pregnancy alone again. I mean, he wouldn't do that to me anyway. But anyway, um, cause December, we still trying to end the close wrap up July. August, September, October, November, December. That's 5 months. I could do it, but I don't want to. You hear me? 5 months is not bad, but I'm not about to. 3 months, he got 3 months tops before he have to mandatory to return. Okay, because in 3 months I'm gonna be 7 months pregnant. But I don't even think he gonna make me wait 3 months. Anyway, it's a complicated relationship I'm in, you guys. It's long distance, but it's beautiful. Anyway, I got mom stuff to do. Y'all have a beautiful, wonderful, magical, amazing experience.